As promised, it's haircut time, and hope everybody's having a good day. I am about to get cleaned up here, which is well overdue, and Andrea is going to be hopefully Andrea's going to do most of the cutting back there, but we'll see how it ends up going. I don't have much left, so we've got to be gentle with it until I find a way to get some more up there.
All right.
So, anyways, got some new clippers and trimmers to try out.
This one?
Andrea is usually pretty skillful in this department and does a dang good job.
This doesn't have any
I guess grab our old one.
adjustable. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to do it like this. How does that feel?
Feels great. Are we done?
Yep, all done. Can you see the comments from there?
Yep. Oh, Stormbringer already out with the super chat. What's up, brother?
It's cool to see you on Instagram.
Cool to see you on there, man. You're fishing full. Love those catfish pictures. I bet that was a fun time. I've never caught a catfish, but I hear they are quite the battle. So,
all right.
yeah. Anyways, we got. Thank you. I really do appreciate that, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the super chat, man. You're too amazing all the time.
Oh,
what?
That means we have to answer a question.
Oh yeah. Where's the cards? You got them ready?
They're out in the van.
Better grab them.
Let me ask ChatGPT.
Okay, there you go. They are.
Give me 5 questions that couples could ask each other to get to know each other. Make them interesting for Stormbringer.
Rachel, our address is my first and last name, or yeah, just do mine. Daniel Kotter, DANIEL KOTTER at thewheelchairdad.com.
This is funny. It's like, oh, Stormbringer. Love that energy. Here are 5 questions with a little thunder and mystery behind them.
Hey. I wish I had ChatGPT's mind. So clever all the time.
Says, okay, let's see. Let's do this one. If your love language were a force of nature, lightning, wind, rain, thunder, etc., which would it be and why? You get an answer.
Oh.
Make an executive decision. Because I got to concentrate.
So if my love was a force of nature,
Yeah.
what would that be?
If your love language was a force of nature. So like thunder, lightning, rain, wind.
Definitely not wind. Wind is horrible.
Dan hates wind.
Hate it. Probably like a crazy big
Comment right here.
lightning or thunderstorm. Just because I'm like I already need like physical. I feel like my attention is more like a big lightning storm out there. It's on display. It's big, powerful, and I don't know. And
yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for what these clippers do.
Yeah, so short answer, that's what I would say, and then Just the chemistry, the electric show in the sky just is how I would describe or explain the way loving and feeling and all of that goes and shows and whatnot. And then it always makes you want to be cozy and safe on the other side too. So there's
Right. Good answer. Good answer.
so we try to stumble our way through some of these get to know you questions as we answer to super chats or to new member sign up. So if you're not signed up as a subscriber, like a member, and you want to play that game, then sign up so you can pick and choose an answer or a question and
Yeah, you can get it.
who you want to answer it. So, and Rachel says, good afternoon to all three.
What's up, Rachel?
I saw something on there a minute ago. You were asking if I could see you or if we could see you.
You just want me to be a faceless hair cutter?
No, you were in the haircut thing when I started. You were behind me. But is that as tall as it goes?
I don't know. But
Let's see it.
that's
real quick.
good.
All right.
So much pressure with the audience.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing in the first place.
These are pretty cool clippers, though. Marley told me that she saw them and liked them so much that she made you buy them. So.
Is that right? Yeah. It's true. We saw them at Walmart, huh? And then we ended up ordering them. We saw gold ones at Walmart. That's probably what she's thinking about. And then we ended up ordering them on Amazon.
Yeah. They seem to be pretty fancy and nice. Hold on. 1 second, I'll read it, what that was. Something about you're Brazilian. I saw that. Couldn't see the name or the rest of the question. I'll get to you in a second.
Had a rough night last night. If Dan's looking sleepy, he was on this little toddler duty. She had a cough and got out of bed and then was wide awake through the entire night. Yes, you were, little miss.
Yeah.
Oh, you slept all night long like such a sweet girl?
You fell asleep when we were sitting in her room for like the 80 billionth time. I tried to go lay down. And then she's out, look, it's getting to be daytime outside.
Oh my gosh.
It made me want to go crazy when she said that because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like not going to make it. I was already complaining when we were going to bed at like 11 o'clock. I was like, gosh dang it. I've got to figure out how to get to bed earlier. This is killing me. And then I end up being up till like 4:30 or whatever, 5 o'clock with her. She was just out there crazy with it, but
I'm just trying to get a feel for these new clippers, so if this looks silly right now, it's just because I'm experimenting.
ain't nobody judging.
Your hair is dark right now.
Yeah, it's winter time. It goes dark.
Need some help?
Oh my goodness.
Got it. It's okay. I'm just trying to put it right there. Okay.
I don't need to have. Oh, let me fix that.
been a minute since we've had to be up all night.
What
with
time is it here? Stormbringer was asking.
a kid. It's 1:34.
I guess you're going to have to go bald. Love you guys, says
Who
Paulina.
said that?
I didn't see yet. I think it was Stormbringer.
Yeah, worst comes to worst. Probably won't get that bad.
What? Probably won't get bad for what?
To have to shave it bald. If there's anyone on here that actually knows
3:34.
how to cut hair, they're probably cringing. Like, what are you doing? I like cannot, just like, I'm all over the place.
Mommy, I need help again.
It's all right. It usually turns out pretty
Mommy,
good.
I need help again.
It's 12:30 here,
All right,
Stormbringer.
hold on. It's
I
not
just realized.
12:30. It's
Oh, I didn't adjust my watch for,
1:30.
yeah, it's 1:30. I didn't fix my watch. We had daylight savings this last Sunday. So,
you think I don't know the time or what?
no, I didn't. Why did
Checking my work.
Did you answer his question?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I answered and said 1:30.
Oh, no.
1:34 at the time.
I didn't know you answered. I was distracted into something else, I guess.
So, anybody have any fun weekend plans? What are we gonna chat about today while we cut hair?
Josh, where you guys all at? It's 3:34.
It's the East Coast.
East Coast time.
East Coast.
Try.
We should do a Q&A today, so you
If
guys,
possible. Gosh, I need it just like a tiny bit closer.
do you want to use my phone?
Sure, that'd be good. And then I can read them. Because I can't scan I try to use my mind power to like move it back and forth back through the questions, but I can't. It's not working. I'm at 3:36 there in North Carolina.
There it is.
Got it.
It's like connected to the
Oh goodness.
Bluetooth.
Black me out here.
All
Let's
right.
see.
So if anyone has any questions, if you're
I can read the questions now. So yeah, if you have any questions at all, whether it's about relationships, paralysis, these kids, anything
in
involved.
vitro, infertility, adoption,
Yeah, all that stuff. Throw it out there.
a little
We're
bit
gonna-
of knowledge on a lot of things.
We will make up our answers and tell you what we think on most things. So we'll figure it out from there, though. So
You know what's frustrating? For those that have been around, you know that Dan's anxiously anticipating having his shoulder replacement, and we've been putting it off for a long, long time, like years, because it's terrifying to think of like how he's gonna function when he's without one of his arms for a few months, when he already only has his arms to use and not his legs, obviously. So last night I saw that there was an email from a guy that, anyways, the hardest thing is like, how is he going to transfer, like, to the bed, to the toilet, in and out of the car, like all the things, like with only being able to use one arm, and I'm not going to be much help. I can't support his body weight and stuff. And so anyways, super excited last night because a guy sent this thing. He's invented this mechanism that's basically like a more lightweight, portable, easy Hoyer lift, if you know what that is. it just helps people transfer from place to place, but it's like a motorized thing, and like sitting on the bed, it will like cup underneath your butt and support your back and like basically lift you up mechanically from wherever you're at and help you transfer. And it can go to like it has the legs in such a way that it can like set you right onto the toilet, right onto a shower chair, that kind of thing. And so like late last night when we were up with baby girl, I saw this message from the guy, so I was super excited, thinking he wanted to, or that there was a chance that we could get one, borrow it, try it out, do a collaboration or whatever with him. But today he wrote back and was just like basically saying it's still in the demo phase and he just wants people to like demo it. But I get the idea that it's going to be like that standing, we haven't even talked about this, but like that walking frame where they just come, you like use it for an hour or two and then give them your feedback on it basically. And then he said that if we wanted, we could like pre-order one, but they're not going to be available till next year. And then they're like $9,000 or something crazy. So I'm like, it's like the frustrating thing is it's like, okay, there's a tool now that makes it feel like the surgery's doable and something we can do, but then it's like out of reach. It feels like that happens so often when you have a disability. It's like you get like your hopes up because there's something, you know, they have these cool exoskeletons, they have the Omeo self-balancing chair that we had for a while, that Dan had for a while, and
Marley,
like all this stuff, and then it's like you don't have access to it. It's so frustrating. Anyone that uses a wheelchair, I'm sure, has experienced that on lots of different levels, where you see, especially now with social media, where you see so many cool things that are just out of your reach, it seems like. But anyway, we're gonna keep talking to this guy and see what we can figure out. But just the initial letdown, I was really frustrated this morning when I read that.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, it can be a little bit disheartening that way for sure.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah, not being able to use something that potentially answered all those questions that we were trying to figure out what to do with. Mm-hmm. So, all right, I'm going to catch up on you guys' comments here. Rachel, the insurance is already giving you trouble. Yeah, I didn't catch your message. If you tried to message, hasn't come through. This Stormbringer says this weekend he's going to go to the amusement park with his woman and her little sister. That'd be cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I was Instagram stalking, trying to find a picture of her yesterday, and I didn't see any. I was thoroughly disappointed.
Made up. Got your made up persons on there.
Picture, it didn't happen. Just kidding.
Yeah, if you can't see it in a picture, it didn't happen. Josh says, no question. Just want to say I appreciate you. Let's see. Hold on, I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. You signed up or super chatted or something and I missed that. If you did, I don't think so, but anyways, let me catch up the rest of the way right here. You're awesome, Josh, don't worry. And Rachel, you're diamond dotting. That's what you're doing this weekend?
Oh, I think that's that thing that, was it Kayla or Quinn that was doing it, where you like have all those little tiny things and you like glue them to make a big picture. Those little tiny diamond things.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
Where they have like the little tool, and they like pick up the little diamond things and like put it on the paper. It's kind of like paint by number, but with diamonds. The little
That's cool.
one of our kids was doing it last year or something.
Let's see.
What, hun?
Where's my little squishy cat that Carol gave me?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Be careful for all the hair on the ground right there, Kay. You don't want to get hair all over your feet. Do you want to go get me a water though out of my room? That'd be really nice and a good chore for you. Let's see. Rachel, trying to get hit by a truck and only having one wheelchair and it being down, I can't go anywhere. It's depressing. Email me so we can figure something out on that, Rachel.
Daddy, can I hold him? Daddy, can I hold him?
Not right this second. I'm busy trying to do this, and I have to lean over and chase him when I get him out. We have a couple of jumping spiders that we have now added to our
Mommy, what?
household or whatever.
Mommy, what?
Okay.
So we originally caught one out in the
jumping spider.
garage back at the beginning of summer, and the thing was like teeny tiny, just a cute little jumping spider like the size of a fly. In fact, I didn't think it was going to be able to survive because I didn't know what the heck to feed it.
Daddy, what?
Honey, I'm getting my hair cut. I can't look down. I'm looking. God damn me. Cool.
You jumping spider.
Yeah, it's a jumping spider. Plastic toy, but we have two jumping spiders in the enclosures over here. One's in a jar and one's in this great big, like a square glass cage looking thing. But now the one that we got that was really little is like freaking huge. He's molted 3 times since we got him. Every time they molt, whatever, and get rid of their old skin, it's because they're growing. And he's done it 3 times really fast. I think I was just way overfeeding him, and he's a pig. So he was just eating whatever I'd throw in there. But the girls, it's funny, Maisie and Marley, love holding it and letting it run around on their hands and get a kick out of it. But she's wanting me to get it out right now, but it always takes a few minutes for it to calm down. So when it first comes out, it wants to jump and run and get away probably. So
Daddy.
let's see. Alexandra says, please, Dad, in a wheelchair, did you fall in love with your wife while being on a wheelchair? Yeah, so our story, when I broke my back 12 years ago in 2013, I was married to somebody else at the time that we were already going through a divorce, and we were already separated, but so my divorce finalized when I was just a couple weeks into staying in the hospital. Made it out of the hospital after several months, and then during the course of that time I had seen Andrea. We were actually both in the hospital system around the same time for different reasons, and Andrea was caring for her now ex-husband, and he was in a motorcycle wreck the day before my accident, and so we both had some pretty traumatic things taking place, and then we ended up finally talking after being out of the hospital system and doing the outpatient therapy. We were both going to the same physical therapy place where she was taking her ex for like speech therapy and other things, and occupational therapy, and then we finally started talking more there, and just quickly had a really good friendship and connection with all the crazy life changes and everything. And we're both it's just relatable. We both had two little kids at the time, one that was 18 months old and one that was like 6.5 or 6.5. Anyways, yeah, 6, 7. I don't know if you guys are all into that. I don't know if you just heard my little 4-year-old over here. So 6, 7, it's like a new thing the kids are doing. But
If you've got kids ranging from toddlers to teenagers, you've heard that.
yeah. So yeah, then Andrea and I, we actually went on a couple of double dates together huh? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Anyways, it was as time went on, life did ran its course or whatever. Andrea became available after some time when things weren't working out over there, and I was available, and we started spending more time together, and now trick on each other, we're married. So
We've been married almost 11 years.
yeah, it'll be 11 years this December, and we've got 6 kiddos. We both had our 2 that we brought to the relationship. When we came together, basically had we both had a 3 and a 7-year-old, and then we had 2 more babies after life kind of settled down for us with our marriage and joining families and doing the whole what's the word I'm looking for? Blending.
Blending.
Yep. Which was a chore. This is both of our 3rd marriages, and if you've been divorced and remarried and you have had little ones, you can understand that there's already tension, and at least I think for most people that I've talked to. There might be a couple people that just get whatever, super lucky maybe, and don't ever have any problems, but not very real.
I doubt it.
So I like your barber. She's doing a great job. Thanks, Christopher. She does a killer job. She just got these new clippers. These are fancy ones, man. Look at the little trimmers. They're like professional looking. Ooh, look at that. The eyes light up. Oh yeah.
They do. Wow.
I wonder if they go red and angry when it's getting dead.
And the battery's low.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they do.
See, Joshua says my wife just got a pet rat. Most hate them here, but they're like a little dog. You know, I bet rats are, from what I understand, they're pretty intelligent. The ones that are gross and overgrown and nasty in the wild, and
We had one dead in our yard one time,
oh my gosh, it was.
and it had like teeth that were seriously like 1.5 inches long sticking out of its mouth. It was
Yeah.
so creepy looking.
I think it was getting all the free food from our chicken coop, so it didn't have to like do what normal rats do. I think they like chew
files their teeth down.
yeah, do whatever to file their teeth down. So anyways, this thing was dead out on our grass, and it was creepy. The bottom teeth are like out. It probably ended up dying of starvation, not being able to eat. But Rachel says a blowtorch would be a wonderful addition to the house with spiders. I agree. I had my old house. I was just telling Andrea about it the other day. Had a spider egg thing, you know, the big spider sack, hatch open on some stuff I brought in the house, right in my entryway, and like inside my home, all of a sudden, just all these little spiders running out every direction. And I grabbed my MAP gas like bottle torch with the trigger on it, and I didn't care that I was inside the house or anything. I would have probably been fine if the house caught on fire if I didn't see them all shrivel up, but I just hurried, and the flame was enough to stop them and know that I was getting them. So there might have been a survivor or two, but for the most part, I know I got them. Pretty disturbing though.
Let's go. Unless you want to end up bald.
I do not want to end up bald. Are you using the baby ones?
Yeah. These are for like
Are they
edgers,
cool?
right?
Yeah.
Edgers. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing.
See, Joshua says, time
What's
flies.
the difference between, why would you want it slower versus faster?
That's a trick question. I don't know.
Is this what you're supposed to use these for?
Yeah. All the little,
The neckline?
yeah, use it for your neckline, or you can use it for like all the flyaways that are sticking out weird on like your beard and stuff. They should be efficient enough to grab those and cut them off. Oh, she's vibrating my brain. So Joshua says his accident was in '07, '08. Time flies. And Jenny says, good morning from the Philippines.
Oh, lumpia sounds good.
Lumpia, yeah, you make lumpia? It's like Andrea's favorite thing when she finds out somebody's from the Philippines.
Well, I grew up on military bases, and there were a lot of Filipino women married to the Air Force guys, and anytime there would be a potluck situation, people would bring like the best food from the Philippines.
That's funny. Let's see. Joshua says,
I'm gonna cut my
what?
hair's like getting in the way. I'm gonna just like accidentally slice my hair off.
The women in this house have to deal with crazy hair. Look at that hair. But all of them, Marley stops. You gotta like tuck it up and roll it up in their shirts and stuff, and they're sitting on the toilets and doing anything. Like all their hairs go down to their butts. Sorry, Josh. It's crazy how life works and how you met. I was in a bike wreck. My ex left me and mentally snapped and passed away. 2 weeks later, I met my wife and have now. Met your wife that you
passed
have.
Away?
God seems to give warriors crazy stories. No kidding. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day too. Just how similar so many people are that I talk to that have had an accident that's been life-changing, and all of a sudden everybody's got like these positive I wouldn't change it for the world thing, and my life is better now than it was before. Like, that's my comment along that line, even though I'm like paralyzed and deal with a lot of pain. Like, the difference in the way that my life is structured is so much better than before, in spite of everything. Jenny says, nice to see your family. Live chatting. Have a good one. God bless you. Yes, absolutely. You too. Jenny, did I miss the wedding? Just couldn't see it. Whose wedding? Are you talking about Andrea and I? Josh says the one in your yard was probably a pet. The wild ones eat rough things and file their teeth. No, this thing was for sure wild. It was ugly and stinky looking, and
And we had a chicken coop. And
Yeah.
we had rats
they
all
were
in there.
they were living underneath our chicken coop. You could hear them, and the chickens would go crazy when the rats would come out. But yeah, this thing was wild as heck.
Down further on that side. Yes, I did. Just went down a little further over there.
So Rachel, you don't like spiders, I see.
I have a cousin that's like so anti-spider. She blocked me on
fry bread.
Facebook because I posted a picture of it.
Seriously?
Like this was years ago.
Oh.
Like I purposely did it and tagged her in it because I knew she didn't like spiders, but I didn't know it was like that serious. She was like so mad.
I know people that are that way about clowns. Like you send them, like if they see a clown, they like freak out. It's like they're extra creepy to some people, but. Rachel also says fry bread is some of her favorite foods.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Have you had? Are you from Utah, Rachel? I can't remember. You have Navajo tacos. Navajo tacos.
Do you hear? You heard her, right, Rachel? We're both mic'd, so hopefully you can hear. Let's see. Christopher says nice trimmers, and then he also says, wow, Andrea, were you trained for this? You're such a professional, great job. Are you going to trim his beard too?
I've never done your beard. That would kind of terrify me. Dan's really good at doing his beard, but I have not been trained for this.
She seriously just is good.
I mean,
at
Dan and I have been
whatever.
married for almost 11 years, and I've been cutting his hair since we got married, so I've just trained on the job.
Yeah, that started in a stressful conversation because she didn't want to, right? Well, she might have been willing and wanting to, but my ex did hair for a living, and I think Andrea thought I was going to be like a super critical, or I don't know.
Well, you were like a salon snob. He literally, when we got married, or before we got married, he only got his hair cut at the salon because his ex was a, what do we call them nowadays? Beautician, stylist, whatever, cosmetologist. And so he always had like cuts at the salon and professional haircuts. And so when we got married, I was like, we can't afford to be, like it wasn't free anymore because his ex wasn't doing it. But I was like, we can't afford to go to the salon. And then also he was, the first few haircuts you got after we got married, you went to the salon to a old friend who happened to be a really hot blonde chick with tattoos and a big chest that liked to press it up against the back of his head while she was cutting his hair. So I kind of got forced into the job because I was like, yeah, that's not happening again. I'm not excited about that type of a haircut.
Oh dear.
So from that day forward, when I went and saw that situation, I
She
started
became
cutting
a
it.
hairstylist
I became a
pro.
professional overnight.
That's funny.
Forced my hand. Dan's like, she's just a friend. She doesn't mean anything. She's married and all this stuff. I'm like, no, I saw the way she was pressing herself up against. I mean, this whole entire haircut. Have you seen my boobs touch her head? No. And hers did a lot of times.
I don't remember that, but you trying to block the camera?
Me neither.
Clearly.
I don't have any recollection of it.
Rachel says, yeah, fried dough and fresh bread is so good. Joshua says, I don't like to be jump scared, but other than that,
Honey, don't climb in the hair, Kay. It'll
JS
get pokey in your pants
mortality
if it gets on your pants.
makes me think too much. Not sure. Let's see. Rachel also says, not from Utah, but I live near a Cherokee reservation.
Hey, do you want to get the broom and start sweeping up this hair? Can you try and sweep up the hair? Look, you just do this.
Joshua says, men try to get their hair and don't dare to try a new one. I do my own, and some days I mess up. I used to cut my own hair way back forever.
This isn't faded
And
as much as
then-
I want it to be.
And then I started dating my ex-wife, and she immediately took over my hair care from
Hey,
the time we first started talking.
want to show
And then
him for a minute?
and then from then I was forced
Just
to turn
calm
into
down with
a
Daddy's hair, Kay.
salon snobby person. So
I'm trying to figure out these. It's not fading like I want it to up here.
these clippers have like multiple fade things built into it. It's kind of crazy. Anessa finally got here. Good job. And Christopher made a bunch of laughing, crying faces to your story. Hello, YouTube family.
She was a sweet girl.
She's nice.
I know you thought she was nice. Now we're gonna be a fight all day.
Joshua says, I just go straight up on the sides and then scissor cut the top, but fade the back is hard. Yeah, I used to like hold a mirror and like fade everything, and I thought I did a decent job. And then my ex-wife,
Just a
when we
second.
were dating, she was laughing at me, telling me that I sucked really bad at doing my hair, and
Let's see what she wants.
like I was in law enforcement at the time,
What,
so
honey?
I would just do like a fade, my own fade, and did pretty good. But I thought.
You can sit up here in the bed.
So hello, shampoo.
It's okay if you're up on this part.
Are you asking if she's gonna shampoo? I wish we did that. That was like
I'll
my
be done in a
favorite part
minute.
about the haircut was getting like your hair washed and scrubbed. It feels so good. Can't
What, hun?
help what people look like. LOL, not like me and
Want me
Dan.
to turn it?
That way.
Can pick 'em and swirl.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's always nice, right? I always loved getting my hair washed.
Yeah, it's like it jumps from like a 6 to a 4.5. So I don't know if you're supposed to use all these other things in between. Trying to figure it out. Something wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. What's that? Yeah, it's going. I think this was just paused over here.
This side always.
Anessa says I should do a mohawk. Went to the ER the other night, and the doctor dude had like a mohawk, he had like my style of fading hair, and then had like a mohawk down the middle.
It's funny because I actually thought about that today,
Did you?
about doing that. But I did actually do it lower, kind of more like this in the back than I normally do.
Well, it's looking good. Doing a nice job on there. It's a good feeling to hear wife jealous. It's a compliment. Love you guys.
That's right.
Alexander keeps on saying, go to shampooing.
Go to what?
The shampooing.
I'm not gonna do that here.
Yeah. He said it like 10 times through here. So, Joshua says, I've really enjoyed these lives the last few days. That's awesome, man. That's what we want to have is just a solid connection. I think this will make it our solid second week worth or more. We missed a few days, like 3 days last week because of the holiday. I'm trying to itch my shoulder, sorry. There. You're so pretty. You know, that's just so pretty. You're distracting me.
Thanks.
But
Is that what you said to your other hairdresser too?
no.
Just kidding. Do you guys want to hear a funny story?
Let's hear your funny story.
Put an emoji in the comments if you want to hear a funny story.
All right.
I'm not going to tell it if there's no emojis.
Did you hear Andrea
I'll
said
wait.
if you want to hear a funny story, you got to throw the emojis in the comments
chat.
in the chat. So, oh, now you're getting a bunch.
All right. Here we go. So, if you know our story well, you know that Dan has kind of a past that he's not super proud of as far as like being a little bit promiscuous. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. But I knew that. He was totally honest with me going into our relationship, and we disclosed all the things, all the skeletons in our closets and everything. So I was aware of that. Well,
There. Oh, I just had to. There. Oh, I just had to touch it.
all right. I don't know if we were frozen on
Fixed.
your end, but here we go. So Dan had a doctor's appointment. And like they always do at a doctor's appointment, they asked him what medications he was currently taking. And so
Oh yeah.
they kind of went through a list that they had in the computer. And at the time he was on like a bunch of different medications. He had just recently been paralyzed. And so he was on like gabapentin and baclofen and like all these things. So they got to one medication and Dan acted like he didn't know what the medication was for. And the doctor was like, wait, you don't know what that's for? It's on your list of medications you take. And then at which point, like, my spidey senses and like ears were like, okay, something's off here. What's going on? Like, we're just newly married and, you know, trust isn't 1,000,000% there yet and whatever. And so I was like, it was just like a weird vibe. Like, I was creating a weird vibe. Like, why wouldn't he know what this medication is? Or is he just trying to hide it from me? Like, I already was like, my mind was in a million places. So then the doctor, so Dan's like, well, what's the medication for? So the doctor looks it up and he comes back and he says, it's for HIV. It's an HIV medication. And I about lost my shiz because we were just recently married. Of course, we'd been active, and I knew he had been with lots of girls before me. And here he is pretending like he didn't know what this medication was for. And then the doctor says it's for HIV. And I was freaking out. And
That's It was horrible.
I was freaking out. It was like the worst feeling. I was terrified. And Dan's like, no, like that couldn't be. And so here I am thinking that he's just like trying to pull one over on me. And the doctor, so Dan's like, is there anything else that's used for? Like, you know, lots of times medications can be used for one thing and then something completely different as well. And the doctor like goes back to the computer,
No.
reads up on it, and he's like, nope. The only thing it's approved for is HIV. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? And like there was like really bad tension in the room at that point. And so the doctor like left for a minute, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is happening? What do you mean you don't know what that medication is? Like, why wouldn't it be in your, or why would it be in your chart at the University of Utah Hospital if it wasn't medication you were taking? Like, it's not just gonna appear in your chart, whatever. Like, I was losing my mind. And then the doctor came back in, and anyways, after a while, what they realized had happened was Dan was on this other medication, and in alphabetical order in their computer, the HIV medication was like right before or right after that one. So whoever had typed in the medication that he actually was on, like the predictive text or whatever, pulled up the list of medications, and they had clicked on the wrong one. And so this medication that was for HIV was on his chart when it shouldn't have been. But oh my gosh, can you imagine? Newlywed, all of a sudden you think your husband's taking HIV medication and hasn't told you about it.
Yeah. And it was all sketched out feeling. Like it felt like
It was so bad.
The whole thing
the
was
vibe
like-
was so bad.
the whole thing was like, I don't know what it's for. Well, okay. And well, then when I was asking the doctor, I was like, okay, there's got to be a way to get that off there, right? So no, unfortunately, once it's on your list of medications, you
Yeah.
can't take it off. I was like, no, you can figure out a way to get that off of there, because it's like, well, what happened is somebody accidentally hit it, and it just pre-fills, and like you hit the letter A, and medications start coming up, and whatever. Somebody hit the wrong thing, and but you know it's never been like prescribed or anything. You can see all that. It's like, no, I don't want it on there at all. It's like so crazy. It was like the worst, because we had actually had like a really rough couple of weeks after we got married. It was like there's just a lot of different tensions that were coming up, and then that on top of it was just like, oh, okay, let's just head out of here and go back to the courthouse and tell them
See if we can get
to
an
wave their
annulment.
magic wand and fix everything. So
I just feel like it's not fading good enough right through here.
Nessa says, you have a baby mohawk. I see.
I saw
Shaving
the
it,
Halloween
shaping
spray
it in there.
back there, and I was gonna like play a trick on you and spray your hair pink, but then I remembered we were gonna be on a live where you would be able to see it.
Yeah.
Saved by the life.
Nice.
Okay. For the most part, it's done. I just don't like how this is not blended well.
Christopher says, wow, what a relief. That was
Yeah.
like this, like, I can't put into words how sketched out the feeling that was. It was like,
It was rough.
yeah, the whole
And
thing.
it, like this, it lasted, I don't know, from the time that they said it was a HIV medication until the doctor finally came back in, and he was like, everyone was trying to figure out why this medication, what it was, all the things. Like, it was probably a good 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Where we were sitting there, and I was like, my heart was like pounding out of my chest, and I had a lump in my throat. And I mean, it meant so many things, right? If that was true that he was taking that, it meant that he hadn't told me about it. There was like a major part of his life that he hadn't disclosed, and we had just gotten married. It meant that there's a possibility
man.
that I could have it at that point. Like, it was just so many things were going through my head, and I was seriously about to like be done. All right, that's the end.
Yeah, it was a
That's
crazy
the end
story.
of our story.
Joshua says, story, I take a P-test for pain meds. They said I was on meth and treated me really bad. And they found out it was a mistake and tossed 2,500 cups. Dang. Dude, that would suck, right? Holy crap. Like something totally outside of your
Yeah.
control, and you're like, no, I know I didn't do meth today, so.
Not today. You're like, it's been like a week. It should not be showing up on there for sure.
But yeah, I finally got that doctor to figure out how to get it off the screen, out of my list of meds.
Like a weird.
Is it just because I haven't showered, or like it's not like wet, fresh, laid down hair, you know what I mean?
No,
It's like
because I got it all wet. It's just, there's just some pieces sticking up right here.
Alexander, we're not going to be doing the shampooing, so
Can you just
Sorry,
just
bud.
block or time out that person? If they keep doing that.
how do you time out?
Where's Stormbringer? Is he not there anymore?
I don't know, I got him. There.
Where's our moderator?
Time him out. Sorry, man. We don't do weird, entertaining stuff on here. Anessa says she'd like to meet us in person. I'm gonna time her out too. Just kidding, Anessa.
Okay, that leads me to another weird story.
What?
Because
Why does they keep?
remember, I don't remember their names, but we had some subscribers that wanted to meet us in person.
The Canadians?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
from Canada, and at the time,
Crying hippie, what's up, dude?
that
And Eminem, sorry.
that month that that they were coming to visit us, we were doing so they were like passing through. They were going from Canada to Las Vegas and driving through right past where we are. So they had contacted us, and we'd been talking back and forth, and it was him and his wife, and they wanted to stop and take us out to lunch or whatever. So we were like, yeah, that's cool. This is when we probably had like less than 100,000 subscribers on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
And so they passed through. What was I going to say? There was a part that I was going to say before. Oh, so that month I was doing this thing. I had made a post on our local Facebook page to ask if anyone had a kid with a birthday that month that wasn't going to be getting presents because they were having a hard time financially. And so I ended up getting like several messages on Facebook, like all in a row, with these sad stories of single moms, and my kid has a birthday this month and I can't afford presents or birthday party or whatever. And so we should do that again. That was really cool.
It was fun.
So
That's way cool.
basically what we did was we sponsored, I think it was 5 families in the end, maybe 6 families who had kids with birthdays. I went to a local cupcake shop, and she made like these cute little personalized
They were
cakes
way
for each
cool.
of them. And then we went and got like a birthday bag with balloons and a cake mix and frosting and candles, like whatever you would need to like
That's
throw
the
a.
third one for her. We gotta go
We
get
don't
it.
need to pick them up because Bryce staying for the volleyball game.
Maisie?
It's 2:30. That said Quinn,
Oh.
but she's not with us. Anyways, so a birthday bag with balloons and everything, and then we had the kids help pick out a few presents. So we raised some money, a little bit of money from some of our subscribers. We had a few $100s to spend, and anyway, so that all was happening the month that this couple was passing through. All that to say, when we were out to lunch with them, they asked us if, like, they kind of surprised us with help to do this birthday stuff. And so they ended up giving us $500, and which we used for the birthdays. We ended up, because we had that money, we sponsored birthday parties, and we paid the skating rink so that they could invite family and friends and have like an actual party at the skating rink.
Like we used every penny that anybody
Yeah.
gave us for those things.
Yeah, which I don't even know if that's what it's about. But
Yeah.
anyways, so they stopped by, they took us out to lunch, they gave us that money. And I was going to post more about it online, but I ended up not because I
didn't want to make a freak show out of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to like embarrass these single moms or like it just felt awkward to ask them if they cared if we made posts about it. It just didn't feel right.
It
So
seemed
we
like we were
didn't.
trying to make like pat ourselves on the back for helping them. And
Yeah,
it just
which
didn't- it was. Yeah.
We didn't want to turn it into like a public thing. We just wanted to do it and be done, and have them enjoy it. And so, anyways, but after that, like, there was a couple communications after that, and then out of nowhere, what was it that we were like trying to get a hold of them for? I think I was sending them pictures of the thing. Anyways, they totally ghosted us. We tried to contact them over and over. There was something we were trying to ask them.
We had somehow it came up when we were talking that like a message came through or something about a collection for when we were doing in vitro of like $800 or $900 bucks,
yeah.
and they're like, "Dude, let me pay for that." Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't need to do that. It's our like, and we're like, no, and they're like, please let us, and we're like,
They had, from what they were saying at lunch, like they had a pretty
Big
profitable
business,
business, and they were just super kind and wanting to help us at the time. But yeah, that's right. So we were trying to send them like the invoice for that because they were wanting to pay it. And then like they just completely ghosted us. And so we were writing them and we're like, dude, if you change your mind, like that's totally fine. Like we didn't want you to do it in the first place. Like, anyways, we were both completely baffled as to why all of a sudden they completely ghosted us. Like we'd built a pretty cool friendship, like through emails and texts and going out to lunch and everything. And then anyways, all that to say that maybe we're not as cool in person as we are.
they're like, screw that.
Because
No,
the only time, I
they-
mean, we meet people all the time come up and say hi to us and say they follow us online and stuff. But like the only time that we've actually like gone and sat down with people and had dinner or lunch or whatever, like they ended up ghosting us and like dropping off the face of the planet and like
There was something
angry at
that
us
he
or
was
something.
messaging. There was something that he was like weird about. Like, I don't know if it was like religious something or something. There was something hinky. But I think the last message I remember he sent was like when it was an Easter photo. It was an Easter photo that we had that you had posted, and you were outside with the kids, and you just looked
How was
really
it?
pretty. And he made a comment that was like borderline. The comment was like borderline.
No, I didn't make it.
No, you didn't. He did. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I sent a text saying Happy Easter from our family to yours or something, and that's right. And then it
And
was
he wrote
after
something
that.
back. He wrote something back that in my mind, his wife probably saw that and was like, "What? What? You have something funky going on with the girl now, or what?" And like
Yeah.
made him like ghost us is what my
So
thing.
either so that was one of our theories is that they, like all of a sudden his wife wasn't comfortable that he was texting us, but had my phone number maybe, and there was nothing weird going on at all. But so either it was that or we were like maybe they're mad that we didn't end up posting or giving them credit for helping donate on the
Yeah.
birthday stuff.
Yeah,
or
I kind of felt like that was the other thing. I thought they kind of wanted
anyway,
to be
we were like
mentioned.
it like bothered us because we obviously we don't want people to hate us and not
Yeah.
understand why. So Dan messaged several times asking like,
Trying to
did
call
we do
and
something
message.
wrong? Is there a misunderstanding? Is there some way we can like clarify so that there's not bad feelings? Like what's happening? And we just never heard from him again. And they were like regulars on our chats and pretty weird.
Yeah, like up to that point, they were like
Maybe they,
over the top.
and then we also were like, maybe they got in a car accident or something. Like,
Yeah.
Because we literally couldn't think of anything that we did to upset them. But anyways, did
Yeah, it's
anyone
pretty crazy?
say if they thought the haircut looked like it was done?
Yep. Let's see here. We got.
Do I have your approval to stop? Is it faded enough?
Yeah, I think it looks great. Let's see. I bet they had something happen. Didn't dare express it. Looks good. Joshua says he's next. Dan's right. People are silly. Let's see.
I got
Crying
your
hippie.
beard. Do you want me to bring your mirror out here?
Sure. Crying hippie says sounds like a religious thing. I don't know. The guy just went weird. But who knows? Joshua, I'm always trying to make friends. I realize people are odd. They probably just want their ego to be stroked and didn't get what they wanted or what they thought. Yeah, it's kind of what we were thinking.
What? What did they say?
He's saying that they probably wanted their ego stroked on donating the money and didn't get it, so they were like mad or whatever. Told them that
I
was one
feel
of
like
our
they told
theories.
us not to, though. I don't know. But yeah. Maybe it was like, oh no, don't give us credit, but they actually wanted it.
Right.
I don't know. It's a mystery still to this day. And then we had another guy that reached out to us. He wanted to talk to us on the phone.
Oh man, Charlie?
Charlie.
Good old Charlie. You game playing fool,
both
dude.
of these people came from YouTube too. Not anywhere else. But anyways, this guy wanted to talk to us on the phone. He called us. He was talking to us. We had like an amazing conversation for a good 45 minutes, an hour plus, whatever it was, a long time. And he was like crying, and we were kind of crying because
so nice.
he was just telling us how inspirational Dan was and how he was just like, he knew that like God led him to us, and he was like talking all religious and just really like, it was a really good conversation we had with him. And at the end of it, he said that he wanted to give us money. He said that he had a ton of money because his dad was in like the
oil business.
business, and they owned like a bunch of gas stations in the New York City area or whatever. And he just wanted to help support us and help make sure Dan got his medication every month and paid for his doctor bills and like all this stuff. And so we were like super, obviously had our guard up and weren't just like going into it naively. And but
she wasn't.
I wasn't. I paid for like one of those things where you can do background checks, and I reverse looked up his phone number, and it matched the name of his mom that he gave us, and
the business stuff we were verified.
Us his driver's license, and like we verified all this stuff through the course of our conversations. But he was like promising us the world financially, that he wanted to help support us and make sure all Dan's expenses were paid and everything.
And then his brother wanted to get in on it too.
Yeah, and it was like a crazy amount of money.
Yeah,
like
it was very
like he wanted to do like $3,000 a month plus like a $500,000 lump sum, or $600 with his brothers, or something crazy.
With his brother.
So I mean, we were very like cautiously optimistic and whatever, just trying not to be naive about it. But we spoke to him on the phone several times, and he sounded so sincere and genuine, and told us his whole life story, and was so kind, and just like
let me do this, and then I want to fly.
Man,
I want to fly you guys up here to meet my family, and
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, the whole thing, like it was completely.
Talking about it makes it sound like, oh duh, it's like one of those scam people but it wasn't. Like we talked to him forever, and like really like didn't get like a negative vibe from him or whatever. And he was sharing lots of personal information with us and vice versa. And anyway, he was on a plane ready to bring us and meet us in person and bring us money and all this stuff. And he asked us what the kids wanted and what they liked, and he was gonna bring each of them like a Nintendo Switch and like all this crazy stuff.
Yeah,
and we
for their
called
favorite
him.
colors.
And he's at the airport and all this stuff, and like you could hear stuff in the background and
for
whatever.
his private
and then,
plane.
Yeah,
too.
and then again he like ghosted us, and then this makes us sound crazy. I know it does, but even looking back, like we thoroughly went through all of our messaging and everything, and we were like baffled that he, after everything we had talked about and he had told us about his life, and like again everything checked out. Like I did background checks on his name and his birthday and his mom and his siblings and everyone,
everything checked
all the
out.
personal
That's
information
crazy.
he had told us. I was like deep diving into his background on this thing I had paid for just to make sure that we weren't like getting totally scammed or whatever. And then the craziest thing was, so he ghosted us for a while, and then he's like, he got back in touch with us, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. That day that I was about to take off on a flight, something happened, and his family, like a tragedy, something, blah, 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 blah. And so he's like, I really want to get this to you. He's like, I'm going to send a money order to you for the first 3,000 or whatever. And so he actually like went through the whole money order process. Like we called whatever the
MoneyGram or
money whatever the place is. Like he gave us a confirmation number for the payment and everything. We called them, verified it was pending and all this stuff. And then like it got canceled or something. I'm like, why would he go through the effort to actually set up like an actual payment?
Like,
to
yeah.
wire a payment to us. Like he set it up. Like we called the company with the confirmation number he gave us, and it was all verified that it was like there and pending. And then he canceled it before it could process all the way. Like, what is he trying to do? I don't know.
Yeah, that was really
Wild.
crazy. That
What?
was really
How
some weird
rude.
stuff.
How rude.
Yeah, I remember asking the MoneyGram lady, I was like, well, how soon after did he cancel it? She's like, well, I can't give you that, but he was there with money to set it up. That's just crazy. But anyways, Charlie, if you're still listening and you're still our buddy. So, alright.
And then with him, we were like, oh my gosh, like, did we do something wrong? Were we not like thanking him enough? Or did he feel like we were coming off greedy? Or was he, it just, anyway.
Yeah, the whole thing was crazy.
Social media, putting yourself out there's interesting sometimes.
Yeah,
what you
crying
come
hippie.
across.
Hold on 1 second. Crying hippie, I timed him out because, yeah, didn't understand when I kept asking him to stop saying that we weren't doing that. It's a fetish thing, apparently, so that's why I timed him out for that time. So...
What?
I was just saying, yeah, he kept saying that. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, you guys, what do you think about the haircut so far? I gotta do my beard. Eminem logging says it looks good and she knows what she's doing. I know, she's not even trained. And then Josh looking sharp. JoJo.
Should we put this on the
says,
tables?
Happy
You can
Friday.
see
Yeah.
Beard trimming.
Looks, this has been worth more than gold and I appreciate it. All I want is your friendship. You got it, Josh.
You mean you're not gonna give us lots and lots of money? Just kidding.
There were a lot of people that came out of the woodwork originally wanting lots of, like, hinting towards
Yeah, we have people
thinking
ask us
that,
for money. We're like, we don't have money.
yeah,
we're
if you
like
saw our
month
bank
to
account
month right
right now,
Well, right now it's okay,
let's
but
see.
usually it's not.
I understand. Joshua says, I understand I got a friend and my family says that it's a scam, but I didn't get anything but friends. She says that she's rich and semi-famous. You're not crazy, this lady. I didn't get anything but just to say hello, and it's been a year.
I totally
Anyways,
got
it's crazy
catfish
stuff.
when I was a teenager.
Oh yeah, you should talk about that one. Eva says, Dan, you look handsome. And Mia says something about hair minute. I'm sure that sounds like hair looks good. But anyway.
When I was in high school and like AOL was first,
This is if you want to hold the
you've got
comments
mail.
stuff down.
All that good stuff. I lived in Germany. My dad was in the Air Force, and
the clipper things on here.
I didn't have that many people to choose from to date, so I started talking to people online when I was like 17 or something. Just really friendly stuff. I didn't do anything dumb. But I totally got catfished by this dude that, in hindsight, was probably like in his 60s and a total pervert. But the crazy thing is that when I realized that he was catfishing me, if that's a term, I was like, really wanted to hack into his AOL account so that I could, because I was like, I'm sure he's doing this to other girls. I lived in Germany, and he was like sending me phone cards so that we could have like phone conversations. He was in supposedly McAllen, Texas. But when I realized for sure that he was catfishing, I really, it's like I was praying about it internally, like, God, like, I really want to help all these other women or girls so that they don't get totally bamboozled like I have. It went on for several months. And it was crazy because I sat down at the computer, I typed in his username, and like, it was just like a miraculous, like, his password was given to me. It was like not a birthday or a name or anything like that. It was like a series of random letters and numbers, and I just like typed it in like without even like knowing or thinking about it, and like hit sign in, and it opened his account, and I was like, what in the crap? Like, how did that just happen? And sure enough, like, I got into his email, his inbox thing, and there was like a ton of girls in there, and so I just rapid fire like sent off emails telling them like, this dude's scamming you, like, don't let him do this, he's taking advantage of you, and all this stuff. I like wrote one email and then copied and pasted it to all these girls as quick as I could before I was like worried he was going to realize what had happened and change his password, and it was going to kick me out before I could tell everyone, so I was like doing it super quick. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy that you unlocked the account. That's nuts.
What, honey?
That's crazy. But you probably saved some people some crazy grief, if nothing, at the bare minimum.
Yeah, because I was like super naive, and so looking back, like, I know that he was doing like inappropriate things on his end of the phone, but I wasn't engaging in any of that, and so I was like, man, I don't know what these other girls have already been talked into.
All right, so for the beard,
You're hungry.
I always trim the bottom part here, my goatee area, get it to like a straightened off, nice area.
What?
Just focusing on the length that I want that. Mainly, once it gets to a certain length, it starts to like curl. So anyways, I probably should go a little bit longer than this, but I'm just gonna trim it up because it's got a bunch of flyaways everywhere. And then I don't like when my mustache hangs over my lip. So I always get in there and make sure that my lips are exposed, not covered with hair. When I was in law enforcement,
You can just eat it right there.
back
It's
then
fine,
nobody
'cause
had
these aren't
goatees
messy.
and beards and stuff. Now it's like you have to have sleeve tattoos and beards. Like
Okay.
everything that I wanted back then is like what everybody
What?
can do now. It's so annoying, but I could have a mustache. So I grew like the biggest, baddest mustache. Like I filled in like anything that had hair up here. Like I had this huge freaking mustache, and I rocked that thing as hard as I could, man. It was the conversation piece all the time. But anyways, nowadays I like to keep it letting it know I'm the boss.
Just pick which
Back
one.
then, it probably thought it ran my life. But get a few of those runaways, get it shaped up, and then I like to pull these hairs forward, and anything that's like super long, I square off right there, just like that. And it's usually pretty easy, just like that. And then this is a new clipper, so I don't know. Usually I use like a 8, but this is a 6. It has different increments. It has like a 6, a 10, and a 4. So I'm gonna go with the 6 and then use the different things to do the bottom. So we're trying to leave this all long down here.
Did you go through these comments at all?
No, not yet. What do we got? Anybody?
Josh says, I need money. LOL, I can't give you anything but my time. We appreciate your time. Christopher says, with all these experience, with all these experiences, you must have some doubt in people. Yeah, I am always
Andrea is
extremely
really optimistic.
cautiously optimistic.
I'm
Wow,
always like,
lost my words.
hey, all right. How are you? Yeah,
Yeah.
come on over.
I'm like, I don't know. Joshua says, I met a lady on a religious site, and 2 years after, she said she was well off and offers to help me, but I'm all set. My family picks on me to meet with friends. That's good enough for me. Andrea, your hair is absolutely gorgeous. Thanks, Jojo.
Yes, huh?
People are weird. They do catfish and say anything to pretend for a bit that they are different. Dan's looking fresh. Wish me luck on mine tonight. LOL. That's what Joshua says.
Got
Andrea,
it.
yes, don't feel bad. You're very smart. Sounds like to research all these people, I've had to use discernment and care in my small circle. Yeah, for sure. The face when spraying your face was funny.
It's cold water, man. Nobody wants to be sprayed in the face with cold water. Not even by yourself. Look at these nice gold clippers.
Joshua says, Dan, isn't that nuts? No offense, but cops now have gone downhill, tattoos, and they're like a gang.
Yeah, right. They went in the 60s. It was like in the 60s or 70s, like cops were like dirty and
Says,
running drug houses and
now cops are sleeved and look like wannabe SEALs. I commend the good ones. I wanted to be one and have 2 buds. One is a chief and yeah. You guys are awesome. Never change. The open book style is awesome. Why? How come it always looks like dark up here on my? I think my screen. Something might be wrong with my screen.
I don't know. Maybe we should get it checked out and fixed it. Let's see if it is something on the screen. Is it only on our videos or
Looking
what?
good.
I'm gonna
Might
start
have
my
to take me on a
fade
date tonight.
Yeah, I put that on our to-do list.
You did?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. We haven't gone on a date since we went to the Benson Boone concert. That was like almost a month ago. That's crap. What's wrong with you?
I'll tell you what. Let's see. That's a 2. I don't trust it though. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I woke up one day and Dan had shaved his beard, and I woke up to him like completely bald face, and he looks so different without a beard. He looks like a little baby. I rolled over and saw him, and I'm like, what the? It's a stranger in my bed.
Let's see. Where's the 4 in it? There's a 4.
It's like 4.5. This weird sizes, huh? 1.5.
Let's see what happens if I do a 4. Sorry, I gotta figure out these new.
Just do a 4.5
Thanks.
on the open it. Is open it. Very cool.
So yeah, when I start my beard out, I start like right across about this point, men's, and so like ½ inch or an inch below my corner of my mouth, and then about an inch lower than my earlobe, like that. So I pull that straight line. So I like get there and I run that up, and usually just run it all the way. Same thing over there. You gotta make sure I get my line before I go cutting. These clippers sound like they clip really clean and just take it all away. They
Yeah,
don't.
they're nice.
They don't want to.
They weren't that expensive for as nice as they seem.
Yeah.
They were like only $500 or something. Just kidding. They were like $54.99. I figured
so-
my son wanted to go to the barber last time he got his haircut, and after tip it was $60. So I figured, frig. I went to the barber with him. He's actually really smart.
Gosh darn it.
I don't know if I told you this, but is it the comb? The reason that he was like willing to pay, to spend his own money to pay for the barber, and he wanted me to come along with him so that the barber could teach me how to cut his hair how he wanted it. So he was like investing in it. I thought that was cute. But yeah, so these clippers were less than one trip to the barber, so
They do work
figured it
really
was
nice.
a good investment, and the barber did a great job, and he let me video him so that I could remember how to do it. Hopefully
Teach me how to doogie.
our 13-year-old son cares the most about his hair out of any of our kids right now, as
Yeah.
far as like wanting it the exact way that he wants it. So I cut it the time before that, and it looked really good, but it was funny because when the barber started cutting it, he was like, oh yeah, this is like all different lengths everywhere. I was like,
Oh well.
did the best they could. It looked good. Might not have been.
The next step I do, I usually, with my old clippers, I just use a 2 on all these, but, well. So the first line I start out with is like the same distance down from my corner of my mouth to here as my ear. I just do like a straight shot across like that, like that. And then the second one, I use the corner of my mouth to the bottom of my ear, like that. And then the next one, I go that far up, and then I fade through there. And then,
I didn't know you were so calculated about it.
yeah. And then with this one, I'm gonna flip it over and turn the clippers this way to come back down through to get that bottom fade to blend from my line down into the bottom stuff. So that's what I do with that.
Handsome.
Like a little curly cueing, whatever it wants to do. So then,
His beard's like dark and light and
weird, huh?
dark
It's all
and light.
red and It's like blonde and red and black and brown. Multi.
So cute.
So, finish. Where was I at with that guy? That's the longest. So I'll go down 2 from there and go up. Right there. Yeah. And then
Joshua said he was, after school, he was a carpenter, landscaper, then made guns at Ruger in Newport, and now I'm just a professional complainer. M&M Logging says, the more you cut hair, Andrea, the better you will be, but you did a darn good job on Dan. He's probably wondering when he will be able to do your hair. He actually has cut my hair.
Yeah,
We
I've
did
cut
that
it,
on a live once.
and I've colored it for
I think we
her.
did that on a live
Yeah,
when
we
you
did.
dyed it and cut
And
it.
cut it. Yeah.
I'm like, my hair's so long. I'm like, I don't care if you, like, if you're just trimming it and you mess up, like, worst case scenario, I have to go get it fixed, but I have enough length to spare.
Now
It's
I say that.
fine.
Yeah. I cut our daughters the other day.
But
too.
yeah, I've been cutting Dan's for almost 11 years, so.
Yeah, you didn't wait very long before you took over.
Yeah,
From your
you probably
story.
missed that story, but when we first got married, Dan's ex does hair for a living, and so he always was used to salon cuts, and so then he still wanted to go to a salon, but of course I didn't want him to go to his ex. Back then, now I wouldn't care. I go to her to get my hair done. So, but you know, we were newly married, and that was a thing.
Yeah, you guys hated each other for a while back then.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hate her, but
Well,
she hated me.
you hated the way she treated well,
Yeah.
it was dumb.
It was a thing. But
You did call her a bitch one time.
what? Wait, didn't. Yeah, things were ugly for a minute, but now we're friends. We're friends. She went to Florida with us over the summer on our vacation.
Yeah.
We took her.
We took her with us on a trip.
But anyways, yeah, so then since I didn't want him to go to her, then he found another friend that was a beautiful blonde bombshell with tattoo sleeves and
You're way
boobs.
prettier.
I didn't like that, so I quickly learned how to cut his hair. Yeah. Anyway. My aunt did cosmetology there, all the drunks, and Coke was she?
Did what?
No. Beach Life says, hi guys, I saw your pictures from the concert. Just lovely. Glad we got to go and had a great time. Yeah, that was really fun. Andrea, are you mixed with Chinese? No.
She has an Oriental look. It's like you should see our daughter. When our daughter was born, I was like, "Who flung poo? What? That daughter does not look like mine."
It was funny though because our fertility doctor was Asian, so I was joking that he mixed the sperm. But no, I'm actually just an eighth. Hold on one second, hun. An eighth Chickasaw, Native American, and like it kind of runs in my family to have like a little bit like almond-shaped eyes-ish. Let's see what Marley wants.
Yeah. But yeah, when Maisie was born, for like the first couple minutes, like she seriously looked like a little Asian baby almost. And then like clearly, like quickly, I mean, as she turned into living, breathing machine, like evened out, but she definitely looks like little Princess Pocahontas these days. She's a beautiful little Indian looking baby. It's like somehow the bloodline like came back super strong. You can totally see that Maisie has got Native American blood in her for sure.
People also say I look like, what's her name? Joanna Gaines or whatever. Joanna and Chuck that do the interior design. We always joke that we could be a
We had
disabled version of them because people
had
say
a-
I look like her and Dan kind of looks like her husband.
We had a
But
TV
she's-
network asking us at one point
I think she's part Asian.
if we were to. They were talking to us and asking us like what we had in mind for next projects, and we're like, at the time we just finished something up, and we're like, nothing, like, bleh. Like we were so dumb about it. And then afterward, they're like, we should have maybe thought about that. I think they were trying to test the water to see if we wanted to do some more shows later on or something. Turn it into that. But anyways, we've had a lot of different network people come after us for a minute.
Oh, Chip, yeah. Joanna.
And then,
Is that better?
now can you hear me?
Let us
Can you
know if
hear?
the sound is back on.
Can you hear us? All right, good.
All right. Yeah, a TV show, the day in the life of, would be exhausting for both of you. It would, and ultimately it was like, that would be such a stress on our kids and feeling
Yeah, that
like
was the biggest thing. We were
like we had to, I don't know,
Anyways.
that would just totally ruin the dynamic of a family, feeling like you had to like act a certain way if you were being filmed all the time or whatever. It just didn't.
yeah,
feel
Andrea's
right.
always been really hyper vigilant to
Someone
make
just
sure
said
that
no sound again.
just barely.
I guess I could just do this and see if we can hear it.
I can hear it.
It's like going in and out.
Oh, what are you talking about? We got sound. I'll go out one last time. Yeah, beach life.
Someone's saying I hear just fine.
Yeah, loud and clear. I think it's just one or two people that. I think people like. I swear people go in and adjust their phone when it dips out, and then it's just confusing for a minute.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the last thing I do with my beard is just chase around the stragglers that got away. It's kind of hard with the window behind me, but just look for the strays and get them. But you checking out your blend, your fade back there.
Oh, I'm just doing it up close and personal so they can see your trim job.
Oh, crap. So I gotta try to like look sideways so I can find them all. I hate when they sneak out later on.
This calendar board is how we keep all of our schedules straight for 8 people. So everyone's on the same page.
All right, I think.
Deborah says, hi, nice haircut, Dan, good job.
Thanks, Deborah. Yeah.
And
I gotta pluck a couple of the gray ones that are sticking out in there now. What?
looks pretty, your vase, and love the flower. Isn't that pretty? I found that at Hobby Lobby. It's so cool. It's just like a circular thing with little pearly things that are sticking out of it. It's cute. Thank you.
Well, that's it, you guys.
Joshua says, ruggedly handsome.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, he is. Well,
There we go. Get a couple of those grays out of there.
Joshua says we're different but the same. We're the same mentally, but I'm boyish and you're ruggedly handsome. Nice.
Oh dear.
Thanks, Zoe. The vase is pretty. Yeah, I love that thing. I got it years ago at Hobby Lobby when we were remodeling in here. Maybe we should do that one day, do a tour of all the things you've remodeled in here.
Yeah, it would be
That'd
good.
be fun. Maybe next week we'll do that.
Have to post pictures and things somehow connect it along the way. But all right.
Yeah.
Just trying
We
to
could
swipe
do a live
everything out
on
of
it
there.
and then post pictures
There we go.
on the community tab.
Maybe we should
You're
do
good, Josh.
members
We
only.
like the conversation.
I'm gonna do it as a member only. Should we?
To tour the house.
Yeah. And like just
Yeah, that'd be cool.
make it more of a
We need to
conver.
figure out how to download the app thing where you can like interact with it and put pictures up on the screen and stuff. Then we could post pictures while we're doing it,
Yeah.
like how Candace Owens does. All right, Dan has helped me. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Oh, more than I can describe. It's like a deciphering game. I'm not so alone. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. M&M Logging, Excavating. If anyone wants to put like their real name on here, if you're tired of us like saying M&M Logging and Excavating, although that's great advertisement for you. I absolutely love hanging with you guys on here. You guys are nice to talk to and hang out on your live. You're good, Joshua. Sorry, I typed fast. No, it's like a fun game trying to decipher it. Yeah, we got that, Joshua. So I'm Joshua Taft. All right. I gotta go pick up Barbara is Beach Life. I'm not gonna promise I'll remember, but maybe like on
After a couple.
on each live you can put it until we know it. I know like crying
We know.
hippie is Jason.
Yeah, we know a few of our people, and
My woman says people hate my spelling. I'm big on spelling. I'm like always finding typos in things like
published books.
the Bible, journals, like professional journal, whatever, or magazines or books or whatever. Like I'm always finding typos, and I'm like, how in the world could people miss that? Like surely they had to proofread it a million times before they went to publish it.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's stuff most people don't see.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. And what's up?
Joshua says, I figured why lie about who I am? Andrea could find out in 29 minutes anyways. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We got daughter screaming and we got to pick up baby girl. So
You got it. Hold on,
right.
sweetheart. We're coming.
good to chat with you guys. We will see you next week.
Yep. And I will come over here and polish this thing off. Look at all these crazy hair colors. Hold on, I gotta show you this. It's weird. My hair is so strange. So I'm gonna, there's some garbage on the floor too, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you can't really see. Anyways, my hair goes from like red to blonde to dark. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. Look at this. Oh, nasty pile of. You see, there's like red and blonde and black, brown and black. But anyways, it's crazy because it doesn't look all that multicolored. But love you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for being around. And are we still live? We are. Just making sure. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day. Go love your loved ones. I'm going to try to take Andrea out on a date and be good. Much love.